Good morning, students. Hope you are all fine and healthy. You might be wondering why this madam has come. Yes? Yes, I'm back here to teach you the next lesson, children. Okay? So before moving to the next lesson, just let us recall what we have discussed in the last lessons. That is about the motion and about the force. And force is cause of the motion of an object. Yes? So now let us move to the next lesson, children, that is lesson 10, gravitation. Children, we know that when we put or throw an object upwards, after reaching to certain height, it falls down, right? Or any object which is lift to certain height, like a ball. Just I have lift a ball and I have thrown it down. So what can you see? The object or the ball has fallen down. Why does it fall down? Because there is some force which is acting on an object. So what force it is? That is nothing but the gravitational force. Okay, children. So there is a force which is attracting the object towards it. That is the earth. The earth is acting. It is attracting the objects by the gravitational force. Yes, even we can see that all the planets revolve around the sun. Yes, and even the moon revolves around the earth. Yes, so moon goes round the earth, and even all the objects, when it is dropped, they fall down from a height. Why the moon is revolving around the earth and why the planets are revolving around the sun? When you talk about when the moon goes around the earth, each point of its orbit, we know that not only the moon, even all the planets, they have their own orbits and they move in their particular orbit, right? So when we talk about when moon goes round the earth, the each point of its orbit, at each point of its orbit, the moon falls towards the earth. At each point of its orbit, the moon falls towards the earth instead of going off in a straight line. So how can you say that? Okay, so this can be explained with a small activity. So this activity is there in 10.1 in your textbook, children. It is given there clearly in 10.1. So for this, what you will do is, you are going to take a thread, tie one end of the thread to a small stone. Okay, then hold the thread and to the other end you have to hold. One end you are going to tie it to the stone. The other end will be held within your hands. Now slowly you whirl it. You just rotate it like this. So what happens when you rotate? Okay, so what happens? The stone moves in a circular path. The stone moves in a circular path like this. So first one, it will be like this. Second one, when it is coming, it changes like this. Okay. So the stone moves in a circular path with a certain speed. With a certain speed and changes its direction at every point. See here, when you start it, it may be here. Okay. So now at every point it is changing its direction. That is why I have shown you with an arrow mark here. Okay. So it is having certain speed. It is moving with certain speed and at every point it is changing its direction. See, when you take here, the direction will be like this. When you take it here, the direction is like this. So at every point it changes its direction. Okay. So this change in the direction involves change in velocity. The change in direction involves change in velocity or acceleration. So we know that acceleration is nothing but change in velocity by time. A is equal to V minus U by T. Okay. So this force, the force that causes this acceleration and keeps the body moving in a circular path. The force that causes this acceleration and keeps the body moving in a circular path is acting towards the center. Always it is acting towards the center. So this force is called as centripetal force. Centripetal means central seeking, means the force will be always acting towards the center. Okay children. So that type of force is nothing but called as centripetal force. So, the motion of the moon around the earth is due to the centripetal force. Did you understand children? Why the moon is moving around the earth? It is only because of centripetal force. In the same way, all the planets are also revolving around the sun due to the centripetal force. Okay. But the centripetal force is provided by the force of attraction of the earth. In case of the moon moving around the earth, the centripetal force is provided by the force of attraction of the earth. In case of the movement of planets around the sun, the centripetal force is provided by the force of attraction of the sun